Snoop Dogg performs at Donald Trump's inauguration. That's trending. The vibe shift is real, is what Elon Musk, Donald Trump's number 2, responds, because you know he was up in that place. And let me tell you what I found interesting about this. And that's the reason why if black people do not hold Snoop Dogg to the level of accountability that they held Chrisette Michele, this baby, people weren't even giving her interviews. I promise you right now, Shannon Sharpe has presented Snoop Dogg probably got interview deals to make more money off of this incident before he even signed up, just to sign up to do it. How much you want to bet Shannon Sharpe is ready to interview down, and it's all about money. What I found interesting about this is the blatant, let me play in your face. Snoop Dogg needs to be, let me hold my peace, Jesus. Take the wheel. This man said the vibe shift is real because he knows that, like they've been knowing, all it takes is that one. All they need to do is find that one. Just like these dudes be out here sitting over here talking about a woman, her price and stuff like that. These dudes are on that same kind of time. Snoop Dogg is on that same kind of time. And them white men know that. Rick Ross is on that same time. Nelly is on that same time. And them white men know that. All we got to do is match their price, meet their price. And let me play in your people's face and use you to do it. That's how diabolical what it is that he's done is. Because he knows that he's being used to play in our face. It's them continuously trying to represent them, putting their foot on our necks. Y'all can't even be together. Y'all don't even stick together. Look, all we got to do is cut such and such a check. All we got to do is make sure such and such homeboy get out of prison. All we got to do is all we got to do is be us and keep our foots on your neck because the seed of you don't give a damn about you. I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm from the South, and the one thing I will tell you that I know for a fact, people ain't got to agree with me, but this is my own personal experience. The one thing I know for a fact about white men, and that's the reason why, although they may be only 7% of our population globally, it's the reason why they're able to hold on to control in America, the supremacy of what it is that they do in America. Because the one thing that they hold true to is them being together, their race. They don't play about that. I don't give a doggone if Mary Sue Ann was out here turning tricks, flipping circles, and doing whatever. If it comes down to race, guess what? Mary Sue Ellen is protected. She's covered. When it comes down to their people, and they play in our face because they know that there's too many of us that do not stand together. You know how they know that? Look at what happened to Dr. Martin Luther King. Was it a white man that shot that gun? What about Malcolm X? Was it one of the... Like, at what point do black men get together and say, you know what, in real life, in real time, we need to have a meeting? Because in all honesty, the fact that these people who oppress your people can sit over here and check the temperature, that the vibe switch is different on the other side, that the vibe has changed, and I can manipulate that vibe, is all the more reason why somebody needs to be knocking on some doors and some meetings being called.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for choosing us today. It's FAFO season and the hip-hop legend Snoop Dogg is under fire. And guess who's fanning the flame? Elon Musk himself. In a controversial tweet that he has tweeted about Snoop Dogg's controversial performance at the inauguration of Donald Trump, Black Americans are angry and pissed, and many of them are canceling the hip-hop legend. But is this justified, or is this just another canceling culture running wild? Let's get into it, guys. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like the video, and let me know your opinion of today's episode in the comment section below. Let's get into it. I'll be back with more commentary.
So Snoop is having a meltdown on Twitter. All I gotta say is Tupac would have never. Tupac would have never.
Now watch. Nelly and Snoop Dogg are not going to have to go through the leaps and hurdles and grovel and beg at the feet of the black community the way that Chrisette Michele did. They're not going to get the Chrisette Michele treatment. Nobody's going to try to talk them out of it. There's some male privilege going on there. Also, Performing at the inauguration is not a need, especially for somebody like Nelly and Snoop Dogg, especially Snoop Dogg. That's not a need. You don't need to do that. You want to do that. The difference between Chrisette Michele versus Nelly and Snoop Dogg is about to be very blatant. And watch how people are going to ignore it. If I didn't learn anything from being on this app, is that people will ignore your transgressions as long as they like you. They will go to the ends of the earth to defend you. They just have to like you. Enough people did not know or like Chrisette Michele enough to defend her, which is why she got the reaction that she did. But let's see if Nelly and Snoop Dogg get those same reactions. Oh yeah, and subscribe to YouTube.
So I'm still not over this whole entire Snoop Dogg thing. Rick Ross, I can understand. Nelly, I can understand. Soulja Boy, I can understand. But Snoop Dogg, I feel so betrayed by this decision. Like, Snoop was supposed to be for us. Snoop was supposed to be for us. And to have Snoop align on stage with Donald Trump, it's blowing my mind. It's blowing my mind. And like, I don't want to have to stop listening to Snoop's music. Like, especially his Affirmation album, one of my faves. Like, what are we going to do? Like, I just, like, Snoop a Republican? That blows my mind. Blows it. Absolutely blows it. Don't even understand it. Don't even understand it. How much do you think he was offered? How much do you think he sold us out for? Because depending on that number, I may say I understand. But right now, it's very much like, Uncle Snoop, you looking real unfamiliar.
Guys, actually they say that every man has a price, and I think that even Snoop Dogg had a price. But this is the man that was ranting online and saying anybody who supports the orange man in charge is a racist. And this is the guy that went ahead and has actually betrayed all of Black America. You can see how people are disappointed in him, actually, more than they are in Nelly, in Rick Ross, or any other person actually who went ahead and performed at the inauguration of Donald J. Trump. This is insane, because you are supposed to be the soldier. You are supposed to be Black people's soldier. You are supposed to be the advocate. You are the icon. You are the legend. And you stand with a man that actually is, putting down your culture, putting down your people. This is insane, actually. People are very pissed, as you have seen, guys. Let's continue the video. I'll be back with more commentary.
EI, oh no. It looks like Nelly is performing at the inauguration of President Donald Trump today. I have no idea what's going on at the inauguration. I just saw that video of Carrie Underwood singing, and I don't know if Jesus took the wheel, but he definitely took that mic. So I don't know if he's performed Tip Drill on the stage yet, but that happened. And then I thought Snoop and Nate Dogg had to regulate, but it looks like Snoop Dogg is going to inaugurate because he's also going to be there. And my thing is, Nelly, despite what he says, he definitely needs the money. And I'm just like, no tea, no shade. It's a rough economy, but are you sure you don't need the money? And again, I'm just like, Nelly, if you owe $2 million to the IRS and you are settling SA lawsuits in 2 different countries, the UK and the US, are you positive you don't need the money, Nelly? Are you sure you don't need the money? Is the pimp juice not selling anymore? Nelly said it's not about the money. And he also said it's not about politics. This is a presidential inauguration, not WrestleMania. If this isn't politics, then what the fuck is? Nelly justified this by saying it's an honor. He respects the presidential office. He has so much respect. You need to respect the Internal Revenue Services. You need to respect the letter of the law because you have 2 SA lawsuits in 2 different countries, Cornell Haynes. Now, Snoop Dogg, that is where I'm truly befuddled. Because first, you were moving weird when you reposted that Drake tailor-made freestyle with the AI Tupac. We thought you were moving weird then. Kendrick thought it was edibles. We all thought, okay, the old man just a little nutty. But I'm just like, you make way too much money. This is a Nelly Chingy problem. You don't have Nelly Chingy financial problems. That much I know, because you and Shaquille O'Neal are fighting over who's going to have the most fucking commercials on TV. So that can't be it. You make commercials with Martha Stewart. You don't have Nelly problems. Listen, I have no problem with black people, black celebrities being conservatives, being Republicans, whatever, not my business. But I'm just like, they say it's not about money. And it's not about politics for whatever stupid reason. But I'm just like, then why weren't y'all rallying behind George W. Bush? Why weren't you rallying behind John McCain, Mitt Romney? It's not about money or politics, but somehow when Trump comes, all of a sudden you have respect for the office. All of a sudden you're so patriotic. Why is that, is my question. That is what I want to know. My thing, what truly just befuddles me, is that y'all are really sellouts. Y'all are really sellouts. The fact that Eminem spoke at a rally for Kamala, introducing Barack Obama to a Kamala rally, and we have Nelly and Snoop Dogg performing for a Trump inauguration. And I know Soulja Boy is there too, and I'm not even gonna say too much because we do not expect much from Soulja Boy. He got a couple of his sonic rings knocked out somehow, some way. I don't expect, but I'm just like, Nelly, you can say what you want about Nelly, but he's got diamond record. Country Grammar went down. He was a huge artist. Snoop Dogg and Nelly are big, and I'm just like, why are our legacy acts doing some stupid shit like this? You're going out like Chingy and Chrisette Michele, and keep that same energy that you had for Chrisette Michele. But I'm like, with y'all will defend R. Kelly. Y'all will defend freaking Diddy. So I'm just like, I don't expect much from some of y'all, but I'm just like, stand on the business. Or sit on the business like fucking Tokyo Tony. But I'm just like, y'all are embarrassing. This is humiliating.
Look, man, Nelly got that new baby. I'm sure he needed a check. I'm not too surprised. I don't like it, but I'm not too surprised. Snoop Dogg, he done been gentrified. And he be doing any and everything. Any little side mission that gets offered to him, he just gonna do it. So I'm not shocked by that, you know. Kodak Black off them Yerkies. His mental is severely impaired, so I'm not shocked he do this. 504 can't even spell good. He need hooked on phonics. And they say dumb people are more likely to like Republicans anyway, so hey, that tracks. But Rod Wave, Roderick Waverly Place, I threw the party of a century. That Rod, bro, what is you? Oh, wait, what? You patch eye motherfucker. You broke leg son of a bitch. What is... Oh, Lord.
Yo, Elon, if you really want to see the vibe shift, how about you start pressing those questions over there on X as to why Snoop has been attached to two of the greatest hip-hop unalivements and nobody's formally questioned him yet. That would be something nice for the DOJ to get into.
So Snoop Dogg finishes the game of life and he wants to run some side quests. So we're like, hell yeah, Snoop Dogg, run some side quests. He's like, I see Martha Stewart over there. I'm going to run some side quests with Martha Stewart. We're like, hell yeah, you two are two bad bitches. Run that shit. So he's running shit. He's doing some cool side quests. And this big orange man comes out and he's like, hey, that's a evil side quest. I'm not going to do that side quest. We're like, yeah, Snoop Dogg, no one should ever do that side quest. He's like, whoever does that side quest is a fucking idiot. Then years later, Snoop Dogg takes the evil side quest and tells us to go fuck ourselves.
Bro, come on, Snoop Dogg, come on, man. You know, I understand actually the point here where Nelly had to get the fat check because this is a guy who was a legend. He is a legend actually because of, you know, his music career. He was there in the early 2000s. He was actually releasing bangers upon bangers of music. Well, I don't know how about his finances right now, but as we have seen in the reactions, people are saying, man, the guy actually has went broke or kind of is facing some financial challenges. But Snoop Dogg, man, Snoop Dogg, you're a legend. You're still banging in deals and commercials. You are not in a position of actually, you know, being in a financial hardship. You didn't have to take that check. That is the difference between you and Nelly and the others. you are actually financially positioned well off than the others, and people were counting on you because you are the guy that was saying actually that, you know, anybody who stands with the orange man is a racist, but you went ahead and sold yourself out. You are a sellout. So Snoop Dogg is a sellout. Nelly is a sellout. Everybody has a price, I guess, as they say, you know. Every man has a price. And if you just need to mention the price, man. You just need to mention the money. And all these guys have actually told every black person out there, go and F yourself, because they have taken the check and they went to the inaugurations and performed. And as we have seen, Nelly was actually trying to defend himself, or that he actually took the deal because he respects the presidential office. That is the highest office in the States. That is the highest office in any nation. So it was an honor for him to perform at an inauguration of a president, regardless of what he believes in. But yeah, he has been there silent, never preaching about anything. But you, Snoop Dogg, was preaching about unity, black community, black unity, black empowerment. And a lot of black people actually look up to Snoop Dogg. People are listening to your music. And instead of protecting the brand, he went ahead and actually took the check to perform at this inauguration, and people are canceling him. A lot of fans are actually very angry at him. I've seen people saying that they are gonna stop listening to his new album. People are saying that they're gonna stop, you know, following him. But, you know, people say what they want to say, and people can believe in what they want to see. So I want to be not one-sided here. Let's look at the other side of the coin, because maybe Snoop Dogg got over the fact that, you know, Kamala actually lost and Trump has won, and for him also it might have been an honor to perform at a presidential inauguration. Who knows? Maybe the orange man is actually trying to use him as, you know, a middleman to bring harmony between himself or his administration with the black community. But I don't buy that. I don't know if you buy that. You can tell me in the comment section, what do you think? Do you buy that? Do you buy the fact that maybe these black artists, these black icons and legends were invited not for a reason of mocking the black community, but for the reason of bringing some kind of harmony with the new administration? Because we all know that, yes, black people, actually black Americans, make a very big percentage of the communities in the United States of America, and they do matter, they do count when on the vote. But you know, I doubt this, because we have seen what the orange man has actually went ahead and done. He revoked the 1964, you know, civil rights bill that actually covered a lot of marginalized communities like black people to be having equality in workplaces, in schools, in government, you know, offices, where your employer cannot just discriminate you because of the color of your skin or your sex or your nationality. And he went ahead and has revoked that. A lot of black people have been actually, you know, reacting to that. If you haven't seen the video, check the video before this. The previous video was about that. Let me know in the comment section what you think about today's episode. Thank you very much for choosing us today. And again, see you on the next episode.